And now joining me on the podcast is Alex Fiz, Area Vice President for the Caribbean and Managing Director, All Inclusive at Marriott. Welcome to the show, Alex.
Thank you. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for the opportunity. Pleasure being with you here.
Yes, excited to talk about All Inclusives and learn more about Marriott and what's going on there. Tell our listeners a little bit about yourself and your work in the travel industry.
Well, I appreciate it. I've been in this industry for many, many decades by now. I've been with Marriott for more than 32 years. Very happy to have the opportunity to work in multiple countries. I started my career in Argentina. Then I moved to Costa Rica. Later, I went back to Argentina, moved to Chile, from Chile to Brazil, from Brazil to France, to Paris, from Paris to Germany, and from Germany here in the regional office for the past 10 years in different roles. So for a while, I was the vice president for sales and distribution for the Caribbean Latin American region. And then when we have the opportunity to open this new division of All Inclusive, I took the opportunity, of course, as a startup within Marriott, and we started this amazing division that today is growing very, very fast.
Indeed, it is growing. Yes, the all-inclusive sector is absolutely booming in the travel industry. So let's start there, Alex. What do you think of the current state of the all-inclusive resort sector right now?
I think Marriott decided to enter in the game maybe a little bit later than some of the independent hotels that have been all-inclusive for many years. But when we did the decision in 2018, we invested a significant amount of money on doing product research and also to do consumer research and partner with travel advisors. We conducted hundreds, if not thousands, of interviews with guests in London, New York, Los Angeles, and Mexico City. And we also conducted several interviews with travel advisors to understand the dimension of all-inclusive, what was successful, what was gap and opportunities for Marriott. And as a consequence, we decided to enter in the game with specific brands extensions, with clear swim lanes between those brands, and with a proposition to really reimagine the all-inclusive space by Marriott Bonvoy. So for us, it's been a fascinating startup these past 4 years. We have COVID in the middle of the project, but the team was able to really work extremely hard and partner with the right team members to create a division that is very successful today. We have 32 open resorts as all-inclusive today in the Caribbean Latin American region, all the way from Brazil, Central America, and Costa Rica, Mexico, and of course, all the Caribbean islands. And then we have around 15 hotels in the pipeline to continue our growth.
That's excellent. Yes, absolutely booming there. We would love to hear about that and new options and more options for the travelers out there. Certainly a win for all that and for the advisors too, to be able to sell more and hopefully earn more commissions out there.
Absolutely, yes.
So what can you tell us a little bit about Marriott Cancun? That was recently in the news, with the switch over there. What can you tell us about that and then the process of turning that into an all-inclusive property? What do our listeners need to know about that new one?
Well, the Marriott Cancun is one of our flagship hotels. We've been in that market for 3 decades as well. Very successful hotel, especially because location, and also because the amazing service that our team provides in Mexico. With ownership group, we decided to turn that property into an all-inclusive resort, which was a little bit of a challenge because always when we make a conversion of an existing product, you observe areas of opportunities, how to enhance the experience, how to provide more tools and resources for our employees to give full satisfaction for our guests. And I think in partnership with the owners, the hotel is now going to be a fantastic experience in all-inclusive. It's our first Marriott branded hotel all-inclusive. So there's a lot of expectations. As you know, it's a 450 room property. It has now 9 restaurants and food and beverage culinary experiences. We build a lazy river. We build water slides for the kids and the family for activities. The hotel also brings a new partnership that we have with Camp out of United States to run our kids clubs and bring truly enriching experiences for the kids. It brings a new concept about, we call it the workshop area, where we allowed our guests to learn craftsmanship and put hands into the work and it will be very, very cool. I tell you, it's a very attractive proposition. And I think the travel advisors will love it at the same time because it's a great product, great service, very well recognized hotel in the area, but now bringing the all inclusive into life. So I think it's a fantastic combination.
Yeah, definitely. You had me at Lazy River, right? That sounds very appealing. I just want to coast through that right now. And instead of being up in the office, my mind is wandering to lazy rivers and 9 restaurants, all in that. Plus, it's not overly crowded. 450 rooms. That's not, some of them are way bigger out there. So that's nice. And I think the key, as you hit on it right in the beginning, is location, location, location is so clutch with so many travelers out there and where you're at and the things to do
Yeah,
around you as well. And
I agree. And we brought a little bit of everything in Cancun. Cancun is one of those markets that allows, I call it, the experienced traveler to go and enjoy, but also the new guests that never experienced outside of the United States. A very safe location, easy to access. And in the restaurants, we have a variety. We have a Tulum-inspired restaurant, which is beautiful, but also we have a concept that we created that is called Moe's Burgers, which is more like a comfort food but very traditional uh, burger space. That will be something that will replicate. It's most burgers and shakes. So something that I think our consumer for the United States will really love. We also have Hana, which is a Polynesian grill. So the idea was to bring new concepts into all inclusive and not to repeat the traditional, Japanese, Italian, French, and steakhouse, and do something really different for our guests with new culinary opportunities for them to enjoy.
I love that. Yeah, it's all about the new experiences and what is can be exciting to captivate guests who are familiar with all inclusive space, but also we want to entice people that are not maybe not too familiar, but are
Correct.
intrigued by now Marriott stepping into it. So what else is new with Marriott all inclusive beyond the Cancun and that property? What else is going
Well,
on?
we have a lot going on. This 2024, we're going to be opening new all-inclusive resorts operated by Marriott. One of them is our luxury collection in Isla Mujeres, Al Mare, boutique hotel, 108 rooms, adults only, with an amazing spa, with great food and beverage opportunities, and really moving into the luxury space after we did the launching of luxury collection with Sanctuary Cap Cana, that is also part of the portfolio. Now bringing luxury collection into Mexico in our first operation as all inclusive in Mexico. We're also opening our W all inclusive adults only in Punta Cana, which will be another amazing resort. And then 3 of the properties that we acquire in Barbados are finalizing the renovations. And those 3 hotels, Waves, The House, and Treasure Beach, will be converted to Autograph Collection hotels by Q4 of 2024. So we have a lot of activity happening. And last but not least, we're also converting an existing hotel in Niches in Dominican Republic. It's a 498 room resort into another Marriott branded hotel. So as you mentioned, it's a lot going on in the all-inclusive space, and we're very happy to announce that. As well with our partner, with Blue Diamond Resorts, we're bringing a new autograph collection hotel in Antigua. It will be a chic Antigua, and that hotel will also be part of the autograph collection very soon. So it's still a long way to go until the end of the year, but my team is very, very, very focused on all these great openings happening in our portfolio.
Yeah, that is a lot on the pipeline. I know my listeners got to be very excited about all those new opportunities and various different sectors too of their clients' budget, I'll say too. And I know a lot of advisors that I've talked to recently, and I was telling people that I'm having Marriott on the podcast coming up, and they were like, "Ooh, W Punta Cana, I can't wait on that one." So I know that has got to be really exciting coming up soon. So
Yeah.
speaking of the travel advisors and that community, how does Marriott All Inclusive work with the travel advisors? What do the advisor community specifically need to know, and any wisdom you want to pass on to them?
Well, first of all, I want to tell our travel advisors that we appreciate very much the support. I mean, I know for many years working in different roles, as I mentioned before, all over the world, we always partner with the travel advisors. They know the guests, they know their needs, and they are great advisors. Exactly, they are consultants when it comes to make a recommendation from a destination, as well as a recommendation based on the expectations from the guests in regards of what the expected outcome. Do they look for an adventure? Well, Costa Rica gives that. They're looking for more like a romantic escape, or maybe Isla Mujeres Luxury Collection brings that. They're looking more like a lifestyle, very vibrant hotel. Maybe the W in Punta Cana is the one that brings those elements. So the travel advisors are key. For that, we have also created an exclusive travel advisor incentive program. And this program is a travel advisor combined with Bonvoy. So when the client's room bookings can impact their own Bonvoy account, also the travel advisor, it turns earning points faster and therefore enjoy the many benefits of the Bonvoy program. So when the travel advisor is booking a guest with the Bonvoy, both benefit from the Bonvoy platform, which is growing. Currently, we have more than 210 million um, loyalty members around the world. And I'm pretty sure our travel advisors will also love to receive those benefits. And that's why we put the program together and we create that incentive to partner on the Bonvoy platform.
Yeah, unique approach on that, and that's exciting. So, as we wrap up here on the podcast, I want to thank you for your time on here. As just we close up, what would be your advice to our travelers listening when it comes to all inclusives and what they need to know about the all inclusives and Marriott? Any final closing stuff you want to wrap up here?
Sure. So the first one is I will recommend the travel advisors to go to mybookingreward.com and sign up for being part of the Bonvoy platform as well. Because when you book through that platform, there's a lot of benefits that will go to your guests, as well as benefits for you as a travel advisor. Second, I think that given the opportunities that we have on the amount of new openings, the travel advisors will be able to put in front of our guests an amazing portfolio of hotel and experiences. And third, which is probably the easiest way, is don't hesitate to ask us for specials. There's always something happening, and we want to make sure that the travel advisors are the first ones to be in the know, and as a consequence, the first one to inform the guests about those great opportunities to enjoy the resorts. So really, we partner with them. We thank you all for partnering with Marriott, especially with the Caribbean Latin America region and the all-inclusive portfolio.
Hey, that is awesome. People love specials and deals, so I'm sure that'll gravitate. You might be getting your inbox flooded a little bit there, but people love that kind of stuff. So that is great. I think that is a huge win for you and for the advisor community too. So thank you so much for your time, Alex, and passing on the wisdom of Marriott All Inclusive here and all the exciting things to come for you guys.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.